Welcome to this Illustrator tutorial where we're going to learn how to create a logo for design business, and we're going to use Pathfinder, we're going to use the offset path and other techniques that I will explain during the creation of this tutorial. So let us start, and we're going to start by using the ellipse tool. So in the toolbox on my left hand side, I'm going to click and select the ellipse tool. I'm going to drag a circle, or you just can click on the artboard and set 500 by 500 pixels the size of the ellipse. Here we are. It doesn't matter the color right now. This will be changed, or we're changing them according to our color scheme on our left. As you can see on our left, we have different rectangular boxes. We have squares here with different colors, which are the color schemes that we'll be using to color our logo by using the color picker. I will explain later on while going through this tutorial. The next step, I want to create a shape by removing somewhere in the middle of this ellipse. So I'm going to use the ellipse tool once again, and I'm going to create an oval shape in the middle of the circle. Now, I'm going to modify by picking up the anchors this shape. And to modify the shape from the anchors, I'm going to use the Convert Point tool. So in the toolbox, we have the pen tool here. We press the left mouse button, and from the pop-up menu, we're going to use the Anchor Point tool. Once we have the Anchor Point tool, I'm going to select this anchor here and push it downwards or a little bit diagonally to obtain this curve shape here. Same thing with the anchor point below. Once this is ready, I'm going to the edges anchor point. So I'm going to start from the left one here, push it a little bit on top to get a wider curve here on the edge on the left hand side, and same on the right hand side by going downwards. Once I have obtained the shape, this is the shape that I was looking for, I'm going to select both the shape and also the circle by dragging a box around the ellipse and the shape. And from the window, I'm going to choose the Pathfinder and minus front, leaving me with this shape. I'm going to rotate a little bit, so okay, now it's time to create the shadowing effect for this shape. Right now, if I select, both shapes are selected, the upper part and the lower part. So I need to ungroup them. So go to Object, Ungroup. So with the direct selection tool, I can select the upper part and the lower part accordingly. So I'm going to start from the upper part, and I want to make a copy of this shape. So I'll go to Edit, Copy, and I want to paste it in front. Paste in front. Now I want to flip horizontal the shape I just copied on top. So I'm going to transform from the option menu bar on top, and from this upper right corner here, this drop down menu, I'm going to select flip horizontally. Now as you can see, I have this shape here, and with the selection tool I'm going to move it accordingly so I can obtain the shape that I want. Now we need to create the shadow for the lower part after we have arranged the position, the top part. So we start coloring. I'm going to color the upper part, this top here. So I'm going to select it. From the toolbox, I'm going to select the color picker, which is this one, the eyedropper, and I want to apply the following gradient. So I just click on this gradient, making sure that this is selected, and you can see that the gradient will color the selected shape. I'm going to select with the direction tool this part here, the lower part, and I want it darker. I'm going to select this with the eyedropper, this gradient here, and this will be the darker part. As you can see, I have some spacing left outside here, so I'm going to arrange with my arrow keys to place it in place. Okay, Command 0 to fill in the screen once again. So the upper part is ready. I have some spacing left here, as you can see, and so with the arrow, with the direct selection tool, I'm going to select this to cover it up. Now it's time to do the lower part. So I'm going to select the lower part and repeat what I have done the upper part. So I'm going to edit, copy, edit, paste in front, select the transform, upper right corner, drop down menu, flip horizontally. So once this is done, we are going to position this in its place. Okay, and we are going to apply the colors as we've done on the upper part. So I'm going to select the upper part here, the eyedropper, select the gradient, then select the other part here, eyedropper, and select the darker gradient. You can also see that everything gets in its place here. Okay, just a little bit top, and we're perfectly done. Now we're going to create a circle. So again, the ellipse tool, I'm going to click somewhere here. So this time I'm going to drag the ellipse tool because I want the size approximately the same as the outside here. So they need to actually combine. I'm going to change the color of this circle. So I'm going to pick up the eyedropper. I'm going to use the dark red color. And this, I'm going to change the position of this circle. I want it behind the upper part of the, half circle or the shape that we've been creating. Now to see the position exactly, I'm going to click on my layers. So I'm going to extract the layers so we can see them, so we can remove the transform pathfinder here. Okay, we have the layers here, put them here. So, and in Illustrator we have just one layer, but in this layer we have different paths that we've been creating during the process of this shape. So if we click on this arrow, we have the paths here. On top I have the circle, and I want to place the circle between the two circles. So here I am. So this is where I want to position my circle, in between, one on top and one below. So I need to modify more this ellipse shape. I want to make 3 smaller circles inside the circle, and I'm going to use the offset path. So I'm going to select the circle, I'm going to object, and from the drop down menu I'm going to path and select offset path. I'm going to set my first offset path to -10. I can click the preview and it will show me the outline of the circle. So I think I will reduce the circle a little bit more. Instead of 10, I'm going to increase by 20 pixels. Okay, and click preview so we can see the preview here. Once this is done, I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to change the color and make the lighter red. Another circle, so I'm going to keep this selected, back to my object, path, offset path, and I'm going to reduce this by 30. Just see the preview to check if it's okay. Fine. Click OK and change the color with the lighter red. So we have these 3 circles. Now to make some more effects, to make it more effective, I'm going to apply shadows on the 3 circles. So I have the top one selected, so I'm going to Effect, I'm going to Stylize and select Drop Shadow. Tick Preview, I'm going to change the direction, so Offset Y and Offset X, just to place the shadow on the very top here. So the values are 5 minus 5. Once I'm ready, I'm going to click OK and repeat on the other circle. So I'm going to select the circle below, Effect, Stylize, Drop Shadow. As you can see, the settings are the same as the previous one. I can keep them as they are, click OK, and the last one, so Effect, Stylize, Drop Shadow, and again click OK. So I'm almost finished with mine logo. All I need to do is to place some text. So I'm going to put the layers in their place. I'm going to select the type tool from the toolbox, and I'm going to type my first sort of header for the logo. And I'm going to use a different format, font style, sort of a strange font style. I like to use Bauhaus, so I'm going to set Bauhaus 93. I'm going to type the word design. I'm going to enlarge this. This will be the header title of our logo. Then it will be a design business, so design for digital marketing. And to make the so-called subtitle, I'm going to use a normal font style. Mostly typography for logos and designers use Arial Narrow. I'm going to type design for digital marketing. I'm going to increase a little bit the size of this text. Place this somewhere here. Select both, so align them a little bit here. And here I have my logo. So we've been working with ellipse tools, offset path, with shadow effects, and also the technique of placing some shadows beneath the surface. And here we have our design for digital marketing logo. Hope you liked the tutorial. See you for the next one.